We will give everyone maybe a few moments or so to join. I think we have a good amount of people expected to join this one, so it's excited for this live demo today. Awesome. People are trickling in. And we'll give everyone a few more moments, maybe about a minute to join me. And also, I'm not sure if you guys have attended one of these live demos before, but we try to make it as interactive as possible. So if you guys do have any questions, please feel free just to go to the chat in the upper right-hand corner and just jot down your question. Usually, we'll wait for until the end to answer all questions. Also, if we don't have time to go over all questions or your case study in particular, then that's schedule more time to dig deeper into your case study then. But I think we could start. So hello everyone, welcome. The goal of this live demonstration workshop is to provide an overview of OpenBOM and to have more of an interactive section at the end, like I was just talking about, where you could ask questions. Again, we might not have time to go deep into everyone's questions. If we are not able to have time, then let's schedule more time, more of a one-on-one. We could go deeper into your case study and have another demo. And for today's live demo, I'm happy to introduce Pedro Branco. Has about 20 years of experience with PDMs, PLMs, ERPs, and other business tools. So Pedro, if you're ready, please take it away.
Thanks, Jared, for that intro. And yeah, today I'm going to show you going from design to PO using a connected process and using our collaborative workspace for managing changes. So let's get started. So I'm going to start by showing a bit of the end result, where you want to land in terms of destination, and then how to get there from a brand new product, starting from scratch, creating files, creating CAD, creating an augmented bill of material with ECAD or firmware, and then go through the process of approvals, and then manage the process to do procure and build your first product or your product through creating orders and going through the process of procurement and managing POs and creating all that information that is sometimes disconnected if you are using files and folders in terms of processing, using spreadsheets, using a lot of save as and creating steps and PDFs. I'll show how a connected process would look like. So let's get started. So our vision is data, that you focus on your data and harness the power what you get on your product information. So in OpenBOM, you can manage items, bill materials, specifications, documents, anything that you can quickly search and find for. Like you specify a part number on a search, you can find quickly a document associated with. So that's the end goal, that you can have access to your information and you can also navigate your data. Like you can capture relationships from CAD, like bill of material structures and where use information are captured from CAD tools, and also how you build bill of materials. So you can see this is used in multiple products, and you can go up to the letter, see where used, for example, used in this product is this red bicycle. We also, our vision is also that you have a connected product life cycle and work towards a digital bill of material. What does this mean? It means that you can go from a design bill of material structure, as you can see, like as design bill of material, with all the attached information, like drawings, for example. You can get this documentation directly from CAD. You can go then to more like a manufacturing stages where your BOM has a different sequence. It also has a slightly different structure with, for example, with paint and labor, or for example, a phantom assembly for assembly instruction, like you have a work center just for assembly. And you want to also put some extra documentation in that process that's not on the engineering bill of material. So you can manage all those different stages, even going to stages on spare parts and maintenance. So you can have a structure just focus on maintenance and components that wear. Could be very useful for your sales team just to focus on those items with warranties and longer life cycles. So they are strictly visual in your product structures. This is using our technology with X bill of materials, where you can create an X BOM or any type of bill of material structure like engineering, manufacturing, service. Um, so how to get here from CAD? So this product, the bicycle, was developed in a CAD system such as SolidWorks, but we have so many different integrations with Inventor, Solid Edge, Creo, Fusion, Altium Designer. So many different stages, many different integrations available. But this is what you can get on an integration with CAD. First, you can get full visibility of the complete bill of material inside your CAD system, so you can see even other pieces of information like cost and vendors. Some of this data doesn't need to be precisely in CAD, but we can get data from CAD systems, so that's attributes like description. You can always add non-model items or other elements that are not in the CAD bill of material, which ends here, and then you add materials and labor. You can always add more items to your structure at any time. So we going to also, you can change this structure, for example, to switch to a flattened view and then understand total number of components, like for example, how many of these I have, and like you can directly jump into where use from here. So though all that visualization capability is available, so you can actually understand if you want to change this, what's the impact of the change. So all these quick answers allow you to make faster decisions on your data instead of it's disconnected in multiple folders and spreadsheets. So this is the value of a connected process. You can visualize it and you can make faster decisions on it. So how to get here? So we're going to start with just managing design and managing files. So this is done with OpenBOM Design. So OpenBOM Design allows you to manage your CAD data for systems such as SolidWorks or Inventor, that they are file-centric, and also other systems like Fusion that are more, have cloud-based data. But for SolidWorks, we have an integration inside SolidWorks where you can see the status of your CAD data comparing to OpenBOM storage. Like we use a technology called SmartSync, where its function is to make sure that your local working space are the same as for all users. So everybody's working on the same folder structures, same references. So you have that. You can work towards that in a connected process. So you can see that this is the data in OpenBOM. You can manage file versions here, so you can control all those different iterations and changes from different users. You can also visualize and see who is working on what, and prevent users to overriding each other's work with our file lock mechanism. So file lock allows you only one user to make changes to a specific file. It's like from other systems like a PDM system, like a checkout operation. We also added visualization capabilities. So you can actually visualize your product with visualization. You can also get more like a better view here into, for example, this riverbank is pretty cool. So you can change this visualization with amazing visualization capabilities. So how to get from here? We can start with a brand new product. So in this case, we're going to go through the example where you have developed this product, you just finish it. You go through the process of synchronizing data to all users. So you can click on Smart Sync, so everybody is working on the same data. So that will be the first step. All data will be uploaded to OpenBOM, and then you will have, everybody will be working on the same data. I don't need to update everything again. Everything is updated, so we don't need to do this over now. So the next step will be creating a bill of material from this structure. Okay. So with OpenBOM, you when you start to move into a process to release data, share data outside engineering, we do this by extracting product information and generating a bill of material. When you do that, you always have the option to generate part numbers. It's something also another place where we can help is to generate a new part number for new items. Very useful, for example, in Engineer to Order, where you have a lot of custom process, a lot of unique custom parts. We can get this number automated with prefixes or suffixes and counters. If you have your own part number, you can type it, and that's the number. So we're going to generate new structure with a brand new part number, and we're going to create the bill of material. Now, when we extract this product structure, we are also getting important manufacturing data that you can share with others, like PDFs out of drawings, step files, or STLs for 3D printing. So all this information it's optional that you can choose to extract it, and then you have complete information to share with others. You also reduce the risk of errors of doing these processes manually. So if you extract that information, every time you create your structure, you reduce risk of errors and you improve in process. So as you can see, our goal is to move away from disconnected and files and folders and all those manual processes and have a place where you can visualize data and believe that you are looking at the latest information. In this case, this is the latest bill of material. You can see the generated step files. You can see the generated PDF out of that drawing. And you work towards creating a complete bill of material. Now, this space you see here, the latest, this is where we call, our collaborative workspace, where you can have multiple users, working on this space. So even if you have multiple users on the same bill of material, you will see their icons. You'll see their little faces over there. So you can work concurrently on. Someone is working on engineering, other is working on long lead items, doing purchase up front. You can start building a bill of material and combining your bill of material from other domains like electronics or ECAD. So you can start building that product structure all the way. And once you finish, all this information is available for everybody. So you can see the PCB there. You can now even add, let's say, also give a bit of a flavor of software bill materials. And we have, um, for example, a firmware bill material, for example. So that could be another example where you have, multi-domain BOM structures. So this is what we call a digital bill of material, where you can go and see, your multi-level products from multiple teams, multiple users, all working together on the same unique product structure. Okay, with all, of course, with great visualization capabilities, so you can see, different domains. You can deep dive a bit more, understanding information. You can find critical item attributes. You can even open document links from here. So everything is very easy accessible, and you can explore, different structures very easily. And this is zoomable. You can, really see, very large structures here. And the goal is also to self-serve. So instead of, interrupting yourself, your work, you can give access to OpenBOM, share this information, and they can self-serve and get to this data and share this information outside engineering, outside the department for production, for everybody to use. And it's connected. It's not, spread all over, 1 million Excel files. Okay. So the next step will be, releasing this data into a revision so we can start building our first products. So let's do that through our change management process. So we start by creating a change request to initiate the approval. So I'm going to do this initial release. I'm going to use a change order to do this approval and do this first release here. And this process is going to send email notifications to a group of users that they will receive on their inbox an email regarding this change order, where they can then participate on the change. So it could take a couple of seconds to arrive, should be coming. There we go. So we have the change order to approve, the user can quickly understand and jump to the product to be approved in place. If you have multiple products, you'll see them here. You also, if you have multiple users participating on the workflow, you can have their emails here, and they can give their approval or rejection. In this case, I'm going to move forward and approve this to create our first revision. So see revisions as an ability to create a frozen state, like a baseline of your data. Like this is read-only, and you cannot change it anymore. And this is what you're gonna build at this state at this time. This is your first release. So the next step will be, okay, we have finished our design and we're going to go through a process of building. We have first customers. We need to make a couple of units. So OpenBOM solves the challenge to make calculations to how many quantities do I need on assemblies and sub-assemblies to build a couple of units. Let's say you have an order to build 13 of these, and I picked an odd number on purpose. So for this, you can use our production planning to create a production order. And this planning bill of material it is a flat view ordered by vendor. So you can specify vendors by each user. And notice that it calculates quantity gaps automatically for you. So this removes the burden of another Excel process that you have to calculate again back into Excel from SolidWorks and doing all those updates. So this calculates gaps from you. So in this case, we can see that we have, for example, plenty of these items. We have enough in stock, but there are a few items where we have gaps. So we have no quantities in stock. We need 35 of this. So OpenBOM will calculate this automatic for you, and it's also going to create purchase orders automatically for vendors with OpenPOs. So notice there's a lot of gaps for Arrow Electronics. So we can click on Create Update Purchase Orders, and this creates a list of open purchase orders to vendors with gaps. So there's a few here that we have. So let's focus on Arrow Electronics, and we can see the list of open gaps for this supplier. So here we can automate things a bit further. We can send data to QuickBooks. If you are using QuickBooks Online, you can again have another connected process to send this PO to QuickBooks, and then it's more connected to accounting. Again, you remove another step of adding this from Excel or typing these quantities manually so the PO has the accurate information. Or you can just export this into a document like a PDF that you can share with someone to do this purchase. So you can just select a few columns that you want to see, and you can then create a PDF. Using templates allows you to customize the PDF looks in terms of what you see. So you can have a PDF for purchase orders, another PDF for RFQs. So just to ask for that information. Let's generate a PDF so you have a look how to see it. It's configurable, like this is customizable. You can add your own information here, pricing terms, your own logo. But this is a very simple and automated way to get the right data out to others. Now, you have also the ability to receive this data from this supplier. So we can receive this PO, let's say it's Orion. Uh, and let's simulate that you actually, you did a count and you only received 70 of these. Okay, so OpenBOM has the ability also to receive partial POs. So I will receive all these quantities, and notice that we detect that there is a partial PO. So we're gonna, create another entry so that the remaining is not forgotten and it's still being tracked. So you can see there's that partial PO over there. And the beauty of this is that you can have a connected process through engineering. So notice how things are connected. If I make changes now from CAD, from engineering again, and we add, let's say we forgot to add a few items here, a few screws. Uh, I make changes in CAD. I save my changes. I collaborate with my team. Let's do it, lead by example. Like I can see there's a newer file we'll upload. There are some changes. I will smart sync so everybody's having the same CAD data with the missing bolts. That's not on another, hard drive or network drive. or somewhere else. And we are going to update the bill of material again. So let's do that. Let's do the update of the bill of material. And we're going to update those items. So notice how we merged data. We had PCBs and firmware here, other items that we have added manually. And notice how we merged the changes from CAD with the lines or items we added manually. So notice we have the 4 bolts there. Let's expand this a bit further. So you can see there's those items there, and they were added. So let's do the same process and go up to the order again. So you see again how this is connected to orders. I want to spend a bit of time before we do that to also show a bit about cost calculations. So we do have the ability to calculate costs and have views that are more focused on cost calculations. So you can calculate cost per unit, manage how to, how much a product will cost. This can be very useful also to do what if scenarios. So if I pick these items, these previous engineered items, what is my sales quote going to be look like? So OpenBOM has cost rollups and cost estimation features that could really allow you to improve your costing and your accuracy when doing pricing markups, understanding what your costs are. So the last step will be creating a new revision for this. So let's do that. Let's create a brand new revision. This time we're going to do just a quick approval process and freeze the data into a brand new revision. So let me do that. So I'm going to do a quick approval through approving this change request. We can just approve it, and this will create the new revision with the added bolts. So notice how you will receive a notification when changes are done. So on emails, you also receive approved changes. When changes are done, people participating on this change workflow receive emails. So this also can help procurement teams doing purchases. They know there are some changes coming in, and this email could trick them to actually go and investigate in OpenBOM what are the differences. So we do have compare BOM capabilities where you can go into a specific bill of material and compare one revision to the other. So just use your imagination. Imagine you receive this email. There's something different here from one revision to the other. Let me investigate. And this BOM compare allows you to understand that change. Oh, there's a few incoming screws. There's a new revision. That's what I'm expecting. So when you go and update the order, you are already expecting what's coming in. And notice it is connected. There was still an open order here, and you can go and say update order, and this will add the number of screws required to now deliver the product. So there they are. We have 10 in stock. We need 52 for the 13, and we have 42 missing. We can click on create update PO again. This updates the list, and probably we have one more for MacMaster. There it is. The MacMaster is automated. So from here, you can send to QuickBooks or generate the document. Nothing is missed. So I hope I've shown you a process to go from design to POs in a connected process outside not using files and folders in this connected process. Everything is connected. It's a digital data flow. You reduce mistakes, reduce errors, and can really streamline your processes to deliver your product to your customers. So this is what I want to show you today. Thanks, and let's see if we have any questions there, Jared.
Awesome. Great. Thank you very much, Pedro. So if you guys do have any questions, please feel free to type it in the chat. We'll give you guys a few moments to do so. Thanks, Ray. Appreciate it. Are there, would be a little surprised if there actually are no questions. Maybe give everyone another another minute. Don, I see you did type in "will this." Maybe I'm not sure if you do have a question. Okay. Yeah. Pedro, we got one question. Are there any other integrations besides QuickBooks Online?
Yes, there are many integrations. I recommend to go to our integrations page. You can see all of them listed there. So we have integrations with NetSuite. So you can go into integrations, all integrations, and you can see the integrations available on this page. And if there's an opportunity to develop a new integration, you can also work into more like an enterprise plan to build such as integration. So there are more integration.
Pedro, I think we lost you in the last part, but John, yes, I
Okay.
just shared the integrations page. If there is anything in particular that you want us to integrate with, feel free to reach out and we could talk with you about what you would like to integrate with OpenBOM. There's a couple people who have asked if this demo will be available. Yes, this will be available. You'll get a recording, and most likely tomorrow we will send out the recording as well in our newsletter. So if you guys are subscribed, great. If you're not, then make sure you register to OpenBOM, and we'll be sending this out in our newsletter tomorrow. Pedro, how do you add instructions and other data to OpenBOM?
So you can associate instructions into items. So you can attach documents to items, and then they are related to the item itself. So that's the most quickest way. So you have associated information. Same as the drawing links. So me opening those drawing links, having them close to the item. That's the quickest way to find associated work instructions or documents.
Thanks, Pedro. One question. Typically, for customers going forward with the trial, how is the $2,000 of consulting used? Great question, William.
So the consulting is more when you want to spend more time to with a 1 month trial instead of 14 months. You have it's a 1 month project, which is the typically time. It's in a couple of weeks we do the onboarding. So it's a more of a process to make sure that OpenBOM aligns with your goals and problems to solve. So we do the onboarding. It's a couple of sessions in planning, preparation, looking at your data, import some of your data for the use case, and then you are in a position to understand if OpenBOM really solves the problems that you are trying to solve. So that is an option. If you during your trial, we have prepared the trial to also be self-serve, a lot of documentation. So if you want to more work on your own, and then just ask questions if you have any doubts, you can use the 14-day trials for free, and then subscribe if you are convinced and you want to move forward. That's it. Jared, not sure if you want to add any more information there.
You know what? Actually, I am going to add the link to this program that we offer. Just in case there is anyone else that is interested. This is relatively a new service that we are offering, so I would like to make it clear for everyone that is watching. Yep, Pedro, you're sharing it, and I will add the link is in the chat box. So if you guys do have any further questions about this, feel free to reach out to support@openbom.com, and we'll get back to you about that as well. Does anyone else have any questions? Maybe give another 30 seconds or so. Okay. If there are, Pedro, we got one more that snuck in. What is a time frame to support new versions of the integrated CAD systems? Maybe a little open-ended.
Yeah, it
but if
really
you could-
depends on the system itself. Yeah, a bit open-ended. Yeah, it really depends a bit on the system itself, but we support, the latest, and also we support a lot backwards. In the case of SolidWorks, we can go up to SolidWorks 2016. So we really not, very version specific. We want to, be transparent that you can work the version that you are using. But if you have a specific version, then just shoot us an email. We can answer directly if you are, have using a specific, very recent version that just arrived. Sometimes it's not good that you are right on the edge of the CAD releases. Sometimes they have to some sharp edges on the, service pack zeros. But we usually came along very quickly. So, but just send the one you have. We can answer if there's any concern there. Thanks.
Thanks, Pedro. Okay, great. Well, I would like to thank everyone for joining us today. If any questions do come to mind, please reach out at support@openbom.com, and we would be happy to answer your question then. Thank you, everyone, again for joining. Have a nice day, everyone.